What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Ride and Dad channel. My name is Chris. If you don't know who I am, if you do know who I am, thank you for stopping by again. I really do appreciate it. I have a 2020 Harley Davidson Lowrider S, and today's video is going to be about how I maintain that. A little bit ago, I posted a video on how I wash my bike, did it with a pH balanced soap as to not wash off any current wax or anything like that. Went over it with a little bit of quick detail and stuff like that. Today's video is going to be even more in depth. It's kind of like a start from scratch. I'm going to use a non-pH balanced soap, Purple Power. It's available like Walmart and stuff like that. Basically to try and strip almost everything. The wax stays on a little bit, but it strips everything even more than like your regular pH balanced would. And then I put a wax, and then on top of the wax, I'll do a quick detailer to kind of like just seal it all in as well. So if that sounds like fun, strap in, let's roll the intro, watch the video. If not, check out some of my other videos. Riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a So I use a thing called the 2-bucket method, which basically means one bucket is going to be filled with clean water to rinse, and then the other bucket is going to be filled with the soap. And after every time you wash, you rinse it out in the clean bucket, try to get all the dirt particles off so it doesn't contaminate your soapy water. The soap I'm going to use for this is Purple Power Vehicle and Boat. The reason and the whole point of the title and the soap and everything is basically Purple Power is not a pH balanced soap like I have used in my past video. And basically all that means is that it's going to probably strip your waxes and your sealants and stuff like that for the most part off of your bike, but it's also going to clean more road debris and grime and all that crap off. First step is pretty self-explanatory. Just going to rinse, like a preliminary rinse, take all of the initial dirt and debris off of the bike. Generally, you always want to wash pretty much from top to bottom of any kind of vehicle. However, just something weird about it, I enjoy doing the wheels first. And I use a completely different sponge for the wheels. And then because I live in Florida and it's hot as piss, I always rinse the wheels off, that way the soap doesn't sit there while I'm washing the whole rest of the bike. For the front part of the bike, where I have a lot of bugs and all that stuff hitting like the mirrors and the front fairing kind of area, I use like a little bug sponge. It has a little bit different, slightly more abrasive surface to it, basically going to help pick up the bugs even more than your standard like microfiber mitt. Then I'm just going to go pretty much top to bottom and front to back with the microfiber mitt and just rinsing it off every time I hit a new little area. And I did forget to mention, but I do mention in my other video that I posted a while ago, I always put the rain sock cover on the air filter. I know I probably don't necessarily have to, but just something I do, make sure I keep all the water out of there as best as possible. After she's all soapy, time to rinse her on off. Something that a lot of you guys decided was kind of odd last time was the leaf blower method that I use. But I always use the leaf blower to get all the majority of the water off, and then I come back and hit it with a drying microfiber rag, and I get every other area, or at least try the best I can to get all the nooks and crannies and like the little chrome spots and stuff that the water didn't stick to. Also, you'll see that the wax didn't 100% come off, and that's because the wax I use is crazy good. I'm using the same wax, so I'm not super worried about it, but I would wash the bike probably 2 or 3 more times with the Purple Power if I was doing a new wax and I really wanted to start from scratch. Final step I take before I move her into the garage is to take the sock off of the air cleaner and set her out in the sun for a little bit. Once she's completely dry and moved back inside of the garage, first step I'm going to do is wax. The wax I'll be using is this blue velvet. It's specifically made for darker colors, supposedly. And this is the wax I've been using on the bike for the past couple of months. I really like it, and it works really, really well. The instructions are kind of typical of most other waxes. Basically, you put a little light coat on in the beginning, wait a little bit, don't let it, get like crumbly dry, but at least opaque, kind of hazy, wipe it off. And then this one specifically says after about 30 minutes to an hour to come back and wipe it again, just to make sure that all of the haziness of it comes off, and you'll see that this wax works really well. And I use the wax on pretty much every main spot of the bike, being the fairing, the tank, the side covers, and the rear fender. I do not use it on the bags because I have a vinyl coat on it, and the wax doesn't really adhere very well to the vinyl. Alright, now it's the best time. This is the last step. Sonax. You guys have seen me use this before. I've talked about it in several videos. It is fantastic stuff. You can use it slightly diluted or completely full strength. For the main areas of the bike, I'm going to use full strength, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it on over, and this is about an hour after the wax was already put on, and this is going to buff it to a really, really nice shine, and also put another coating over that wax and clean up any residual wax that may have hazed up after the fact. Now for the bags and the bag rack, like the mounting rack and everything, I told you guys I didn't use the actual wax for it. What I will do is use this 50/50 diluted distilled water and Sonax quick detail spray, and I'm going to spray it down. And the reason I do the diluted for this is it's very hard to reach areas, and I don't want it to really haze up as much as the other full strength Sonax. That's pretty hard to get off sometimes. So this is going to make sure that I don't leave any behind, and it's a perfectly good enough coat for this vinyl and the actual racks that they sit in. So thank you guys for watching. Hope that either just entertained you to some bit, or maybe open your eyes up to different possibilities of washing or maintaining your bike, whatever it may be. I do appreciate you watching. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. please subscribe and turn on post notifications for the channel. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Very, very exciting. Big things to happen at the 1,000 mark and above. Some giveaways, some extra stuff, possibly getting a new bike. Anyway, if you don't know who I am or what I do on the channel, review videos, install videos, everything like that. Like I said, possibly a new bike, riding, vlogs, stuff like that. Lots of interesting things. 2 videos a week still, even though it's really killing me time-wise. Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays at 12 and Saturdays at 7. And this is Florida time. So thank you guys for everything. And until the next time, ride safe, have fun. Dad out.